Hey guys, we're Pivot Factory Racing. We're here in Thuile. I'm Ed Masters.
I'm Morgan Shah.
And I'm Matt Walker.
And this is our course preview.
What stage do you think will separate the pack?
I think maybe stage 2. It's really long.
I was thinking the same.
Yeah, it's quite loose at the top. So
Yeah,
you could
easy to like throw it away, I think.
Yeah.
Because like some of those corners up there are quite tight and thick.
Yeah.
But I think if someone's riding good, they're going to ride those really good and make a bigger impact.
Yeah.
Because it's quite hard to get those corners right.
They were pretty sandy today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll be even deeper and sandier tomorrow. And because they're so tight, I think it'd be pretty easy to make a mistake.
Yeah. So if someone's riding really well, they're going to like half a second on each of those corners, and there's so many that it's going to make a big impact.
I think stage 1 will probably see some mechanicals.
Yeah.
Because
For sure.
you're like a lot of high speed bombing into some pretty gnarly chunder.
Yeah, it's quite hard to read in places.
Yeah.
Like we weren't sure what was actually going to come next.
I feel like they're giving you too much speed.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know what to do with
Slow
it.
down a little.
Like, is this a trap?
It's a trap.
So, yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Next question is, what is your plan of attack for each day?
As always, finish. That's always a good start. 3 long stages and 1 short one. So, yeah, no, the bulk of the race is done before we do the night stage, which for me is just like probably a bit of fun.
Yeah.
So I think with the long stages, try and settle into like a rhythm early on and just, yeah,
Keeping on kind of thing.
carry good speed and push. But also like study the GoPro tonight and know where you can like get off the brakes for like long stretches of trail rather than trying to remember the whole bits. And,
So where you can like recover kind of thing.
point X to point Y, no brakes. Well, okay. So I think that's how you can go fast on long stages.
Yeah,
rather
for
than
sure.
trying to learn it like a blueprint.
Yeah, try to get on a good pace straight away on the first one, and yeah, stay smooth but still at a good speed, and yeah, know where you can push, where you should maybe be a bit more careful, and yeah, I think the 3 first ones are gonna be deciding the race. So, yeah.
Sure.
I also think you can, there are bits that are going to be physical in a pedaling sense, but you'll be able to push really hard because like straight after that, it's not like you're like pedaling and then going into a pinch. It's like you just do like a all-out exertion, 30 seconds, and then you can like go, you'll be able to recover.
Yeah, and then you're
pretty
recovering
quick.
on like
so
gnarly stuff.
you'll be able to go pretty hard.
It's like your 2 different kind of fitnesses almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it gets hard for the arms, but not so much for the legs. Is there any sections you've taken note of during practice?
So no, the stages are so long, it's so hard to narrow down any one in particular. But it's the kind of place where you can ride and like the trails really work. So one section almost leads into another. But if I had to be particular, I would say maybe the last stage, the rock garden, would be the one, just making sure you actually get a right line through that.
Yeah.
For me.
On stage 3, there are like 3 or 4 pretty flat out blind rises, but 2 of them are probably like all out speed and 2 of them you're actually not meant to go flat out off. So if you got those mixed up, you can fully end yourself because they look pretty similar in the top.
Yeah, it is.
You know, where you're like coming in over the grassy knoll and then one of them's a drop into a left and then one of them's actually just like an all out bomb.
Yeah.
But if you got those mixed up,
Yeah, it'd be bad
Yeah.
news.
yeah.
Yeah,
You'd
remember
be done. But yeah, I'm just trying to, when I'm studying the GoPro, just trying to find places that you can fully get off the brakes. Yeah, and try and really remember them because if you get them wrong and you do come in off the brakes, then it's not good.
It's not good.
What stage do you feel the most confident on?
That's a hard one. What am I say? Stage 1? To me, like, I don't know, just for me, just sort of clicked a bit in practice for that 1 lap. Hopefully, same again for race. But I don't know, it just felt like it was a kind of trail you could almost lean into and trust. And like, there wasn't too much to catch you out, but like, even the sections that you'd read on the fly, you like, it worked.
Yeah.
There wasn't anywhere where I stopped and was like, okay, I need to like actually reassess that section. It was like, it worked. So for me, that one is it, because riding it blind and nothing caught you out means it's a good trail. Almost.
Sure.
You
Yeah.
can trust your intuition.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah, believe in yourself.
I feel like the middle of stage 3 also is like that.
Yeah,
It rides
exactly.
really well, and it's easy to
It's
to
well-built trail.
read, and
Yeah.
it's easy to ride pretty good even if it's just your first run.
Yeah.
But then the top and the bottom is a bit harder, so
Yeah,
I
for
wouldn't say
sure.
the full stage is easy, but yeah.
I liked stage 2. I think maybe it was because I kind of remembered it from racing it in the past, but also I know the other ones are kind of in the open as well, but I like when you're like really in the open, no trees. Feel like you can read the trail so easy.
What stage will be the trickiest across the weekend? For me, I'd actually pick the last stage.
Yeah.
Because like after having a big rest and then going back up, and then it's going to be in the night, which we haven't ridden.
Yeah.
I think it is going to be hard, and it's so short that like you're going to have to hit it with the right intensity. It's not just going to be like, oh, I can work my way into this one. It's like, okay, you've got to hit this right. It's so short that if you're off the pace, you're off the pace. Like, and it's not going to flow that well. So.
And there's still sections that could catch
Yeah,
you
you
out,
could
like
catch
the
yourself out,
Half-Camber
or-
at the top, and
Yeah.
then the rock garden.
I mean, in the daylight, I crashed today on it, so
Yeah,
you could easily
true.
crash in
Yeah.
the night. So.
And it's so hard to know how it's gonna be with the lights.
Yeah,
in the
Is
the
there going to be
dark.
shadows?
Yeah.
Is there not? Is it like?
We've never done it
it's-
before, so it's
the unknown.
it's
Yeah.
the unknown. Yeah.
I just kind of attacked stage 1. I don't know. I just wasn't so good on it this morning. So that's mentally, I'm already like, oh, that's probably my like weak link for the 4 stages. But when you were talking about it, I think it was just like I kind of messed up a bunch of things and then just like tightened up. So it was like it was more just how I was riding, not the trail. So like if you just let it run, it'll probably go a lot better than it felt today. You know, sometimes everything's way better to race than it is to ride.
Yeah, once the clock starts running and like, I don't know.
Stuff just starts clicking.
Yeah, or you make a mistake, but because you're racing, you forget about the mistake quite quickly because you're like, okay, I need to focus on the next bit. It's not like playing on you a bit.
Yeah.
Are there any sections where line choice is super important?
I wouldn't say super important. Yeah, but
It's
like,
always important,
Yeah.
but it's not super important
in
anywhere else.
enduro racing. There's so much opportunity to get 1 foot right, 1 foot left of the ride line, and that can make so much difference. But there weren't any sections where you were coming into it and there were like 5 lines.
Yeah.
But I, to be honest, I kind of like that because like when you're only doing 1 practice run, and if you don't walk the stages, I just want to just stay on the main line. Main line with
sure.
confidence.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a nicer feeling than coming into a section where it gets really
Yeah.
wide or whatever, and there's multiple line choices. And
Yeah. In
Get overwhelmed.
in a perfect stage, I'd like to like not stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And just like you said, there's that middle section on stage 3 and bits of stage 1 and stuff that just like your intuition takes over, and you're like, okay, if I'm going around a left, it's hitting into a right. You're like, you know that the natural flow of the trail is like right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Whereas sometimes it's not like that. Yeah. So I think that's why everyone was like loving it today, because the trails just have such a good natural like flow and
Yeah.
cadence to them.
Yeah.
Where
for sure.
like if you're going fast, then the corners are fast. It's not like they're like giving you speed and then like trying to just bus stopping it off. It's
Yeah.
like if you've got speed, then you're going to be ripping for a while.
Yeah, for sure.
So good stuff, Thuile.
Yeah. Great trails.
Yeah. Favorite stage of the weekend?
I'm gonna have to go with stage 3. Just, it is like, I don't know, it's got multiple different styles.
Quintessential enduro.
Yeah, it is. You start
Yeah.
in the Alpine and then you make your way through these meadows, and then like the trail changes. So it is, like you said,
We're really mountain biking.
the tempo of the trail changes. So you got like Alpine, then you got stuff in the meadow, then you've got stuff in the woods, and generally the whole trail flows and links together really, really well. So I'd say stage 3 is definitely my fave.
It's hard to say for me because it's a bit of every
Yeah,
stage.
like
I would
little
make
bits of
my
it, yeah,
perfect
yeah.
stage with a bit of everything, but yeah, I think I really like stage 2 and stage 3.
Yeah.
They're my two favorites. Maybe stage 2 because
Yeah.
it's really, really nice corners, and it's hard to ride. It's quite technical, but it also feels really good when you hit your corners, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I really enjoyed that
And it's
one.
proper
It's so long.
Big
yeah.
stage, it's everything,
Yeah.
yeah.
For me, this all three of these stages are real enduro stages.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like it's long form downhilling.
Yeah.
It's not like trail riding or bike parker stuff. It's raw natural trails, but like we're doing 1,000-meter descents, 10 minute plus, 9 minutes, whatever, and you know, super varied terrain.
Yeah.
Really playing into like a wide range of skill sets. I think on the whole, like if I was to say like this, what is enduro meant to be? It's this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Give us more.
100%.
We're
Yeah,
on
we want
5,
more.
6 stages. Yeah. So yeah. So.
No, we are stoked. Thanks for joining us. We're Perfect Factory Racing, and that was our course preview.